Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Prayer for Peace in Kardec Radio or at Kardec Radio. I'm Alba Morales, live from Annapolis, Maryland, in the United States. And here in this beautiful appointment of every Friday at 6 p.m., a moment that we look forward to share with you, to share with the mentors, with the good spirits, and with you in the future if you are looking for this video later on. As usual, we are going to tune ourselves with the high evolved minds. They care for us and they want us to vibrate a little bit higher so we can receive the benefits of their loving, kind, caressing energy. So let us do the effort to go higher, all right? Beloved Father, Mother God, it is with great joy that we meet here today in your name. We acknowledge the presence of Kardec Radio Spirit mentors, our personal mentors, guardian angels, as well as all of our friends, spirits that are here to support us, and also that are here in need of a moment of serenity, enlightenment, and consolation. We pray, dear Father, Mother God, that these moments truly nurture our soul, give us the peace and serenity that we need to continue making the decisions of our everyday life. Give us a moment of reflection and discernment so we can act instead of react. And we pray for this moment to be guided and protected by your immense love and generosity. And we offer our humble prayer for all our brothers and sisters that are suffering at this very minute, and they can even breathe to us for a prayer. We pray for them. May the light of this moment embrace them, comfort them, and give them peace. And may all of us, at the end of this moment, feel renewed and feel ready to continue our journey. It is in your name that we pray, and it's in your name that we are gathering here together. And so be it. Hello, friends. Again, so second Friday of the year. Time flies. We're sharing here our screen as we are reading this book, Christian Agenda. And today we have chapter 36, and the spirit author, Andre Luiz, entitled Il Logically. And this is through the mediumship of Francisco Cándido Xavier. So logically, it's like it is obvious, no? It's like a common sense. If A, then B, therefore C. It's like if this happened, definitely this other thing happened. It's like the law of action and reaction. That's the logically thing that is describing here. So Andre Luiz is giving us here in this chapter a lot of food for thought. And let us capture one of his affirmations so we can ruminate, each one of us. We pick whatever we feel is necessary, is close to our heart, or we are in great need of this. And let us discern about every affirmation, thinking, obviously, if this, then that. Let us see. The person who feeds on hatred pours fire into their own heart. The person who upholds vice becomes its prisoner. The person who cultivates idleness surrounds themselves with a wall of ice. The person who becomes angry is the inquisitor of his own soul. If I feed in hatred, I will burn my heart. If I'm entangled in vice, I am its prisoner. If I'm lazy purposefully and I don't do anything really useful, well, I'm building my own jail around me. And if my temper is short, well, I'm going to suffer the consequences. So you see, logically, if this, that. Let's continue. The person who delights in criticism casts stones upon him or herself. The person who provokes difficult situations increases the number of obstacles they face. The person who judges hastily is always analyzed with haste. And sometimes, most of the times, we are not aware of this, right? That's the importance of an inner or self analysis and reflection. Also, the importance of doing therapy. Any kind of therapy is not necessary for us to have a diagnosis of a mental illness to do therapy. It is important for all of us as spirits that are reincarnated on this planet, because sometimes we criticize and it seems very natural and common that we don't even realize what we're doing. And we are not here justifying, it's just we come with these habits from the past they are so natural in our day-to-day life, in our spirit, that we don't realize. So that's why the beauty of Spiritism is telling us, is inviting us to reflect about our own acts, like San Agustin advised us in the Gospel according to Spiritism. Every night, analyze your actions, your emotions, your words, your thoughts, and see if they are aligned with the love of God or not. So this is helping us in this process of inner transformation. So if we want to grow, definitely we need to be honest with ourselves and point out and say, yeah, oh, I criticize a lot, or whatever it is. And then what's the next step? What are we going to do about it? How are we going to work it out? And definitely there are certain tendencies that they will need a couple of existences for us to transform. Not to get rid of, but to transform, from hatred to love, from rejection to acceptance, etc., etc. But it is important for us to be honest. And we're suggesting here just the psychological therapy, but any kind of therapy or meditation or reflection or attending a retreat, whatever it help us to get in touch with us. A moment of being quiet and analyze. So then we will see there are certain circumstances around us that we are blaming others for that, or we are blaming life, and then it's like I'm a very complicated person. I create difficult situations. So then I'm creating a lot of obstacles for myself. It's not the others. It's not the world. Obviously, there are situations or circumstances that are out of our hands, but we control what is in our hands, what belongs to each one of us. Okay? Andre Luiz continues saying that the person who specializes in identifying evil will find it difficult to see goodness. The person who does not desire to endure is incapable of serving, and the person who lives collecting lamentations will walk under a shower of tears. Action and reaction, cause and effect. It's like a boomerang. Whatever we send to the world, it will come back to us. It's like that. So here we have some examples of the opposite. When we send out to the world the boomerang of love and charity and goodness and benevolence and diligence and service, and we have Martin Luther King Jr. here, Divaldo Pereira Franco, Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, just to mention some famous examples. There are many more people spreading the good news around the world. So whatever they're putting out, we are reaping its consequences right now too. We send tolerance and goodness and indulgence and understanding and forgiveness. Eventually it will come back around to us. But we will do it not because we want to receive it back. We will do it because it's part of our nature, and because definitely that is walking, following the laws of God. And here is our dearest Jesus, our big brother, the main role model of humanity. Just let us follow his steps, his example, because everything that he cultivated, he planted 2023 years ago, we are still reaping that message, that love. And we are moving to a world of regeneration because of it. Let us be mindful of our actions, our words, and our thoughts. And let us be kind and let us give grace to ourselves. Meaning, yes, I'm going to identify this negative tendency and I'm going to work on it. I'm going to make my best effort. Like a training for a marathon. The first training is exhausting. Oh God, it's terrible. And we say, I'm not going to, I won't be able to do it. But if we continue, we will become better and better. So let us train ourselves in love and kindness and charity. Let us train ourselves to become a better version of ourselves. That's the invitation for today. And we found this picture. It's very enticing. If you like swings, you may like to visualize yourself sitting in the swing, contemplating the landscape, very serene, very peaceful, very warm. If you don't like swings, just sit on the grass, with your back in the tree. But during the prayer, let us feel that we are in this safe, beautiful place. So we're going to stop sharing. Here we go. Are you ready? We are. Let us close our eyes. Let us feel how our perispirit, the envelope of the spirit, to say it in some way, is expanding, is growing far and beyond of our physical body. And through our perispirit, we are going to hold hands. Although we are in different locations, we are far away in the physical distance. In the spiritual one, we are really close as brothers and sisters, children of the same Father, Mother God. So let us hold hands, supporting one another, sitting or standing up in that beautiful landscape that we just saw, or any other of our preference. And we feel the love and the company of one another, the encouragement of one another, knowing that we are not perfect. We are walking towards perfection, knowing that we are not plenty, that we are not completely happy, but we are walking towards happiness. All of us, we are students, we are apprentices of love, and we are following the steps of our beloved brother Jesus. And it's in this moment of fraternity that we elevate our prayer to the Father, asking him or her or it to bless us with serenity and peace so we can act instead of react. We ask for inspiration so we can identify all those layers of our being that need to be worked out, transformed, so we become a better individual in this year, in this lifetime. We ask the benevolent Father, Mother God, to sustain us and support us in our moments of weaknesses, to provide us with a vision of hope that things are transitory and temporary, and only the life of the Spirit is eternal. We ask the kind and generous Father, Mother God, to help us to be mindful so we can live in joy, in delight for every moment of our lives, recognizing the miracles of our very own body, breathing, the beat of our heart, the movements of our muscles, all the organic functions that we don't need to think, but they are there, pulsating, providing us with the physical life, and for that we are grateful. and we enjoy them. We enjoy that we can see and feel and perceive the sunset, the sundown, the starry nights, the cloudy days, the bright and sunny moments, and the dark and stormy ones. And we are grateful for every single moment in our life and every single person around us, because we know those are the best circumstances for us to thrive. Because you only want our happiness, and feeling your tenderness and grace showering upon us. We also elevate our prayer for our brothers and sisters living in pain, living in distress, living in anguish, because there is no peace. There is no peace in their minds. There is no peace in their homes. There is no peace in their towns and communities. There is no peace in their countries. And they need to flee out of areas of conflict, and they needed to undergo horrific experiences that traumatize their emotions and cut the wings or the hopes. We pray for them in every single region of our planet Earth. Whoever is in need of comfort and serenity, we send our humble prayer to them like a little candle illuminating the way and providing that little light at the end of the tunnel. We pray for peace in our world. We pray for this planet to continue moving to a moment of evolution. And we pray for all of those that are being abandoned, that live isolated, that they don't have friends, that they don't have family to care for them, to embrace them, to smile, and to tell them, you are worthy. We pray for them too. We pray for our brothers and sisters living on the streets in their conditions here in America and in so many countries in the world. We pray for them to feel humans, to regain their honor through generous and kind hands, bringing them a hot meal, clean clothes, the opportunity to sleep and shower in a safe place. We pray for the widows, for those who are in need of a partner to support their families, to bring the bread and put it on the table. May the resources that they need come to them so they can feed their families. They can overcome their grief and they can continue with their lives. Oh, dear Father, Mother God, we pray for every single one of us, incarnate and discarnates. May your light reach the valley of the suicidals. May your light illuminate their conscience so they can, by their own willingness, stop suffering and reliving the pain when they cut their lives. We pray for those living in darkness, in need of comfort, in need of get rid of their own pride and selfishness and transform it so they can see they're not alone, they're not abandoned, and they don't need to hate, or they don't need to seek for vengeance. We pray for them. We pray for the Spiritist movement in America, and we pray for the Spirit movement around the globe, so all of us can work diligently in our very own inner transformation as well, in the betterment of our planet. Beloved, beloved and dear Father of us, embrace us today, assist us during this weekend, and give us the strength to accept the circumstances of our life, as well to give us the strength to change and transform the ones that we are able to. Thank you for these moments of prayer and solidarity, and so be it. Dear friends, we hope everybody's feeling well. Drink your water. We wish you a beautiful Friday night and very nice weekend, and see you next week, okay?